My wife, Ruth, and I spend a lot of our time reading letters from you folks who are kind enough to write us, and they're really wonderful letters. And we are glad to hear from those of you who have problems you'd like some help with. We've picked some questions today and hope they may help some of you with similar problems. Well, Ruth, what's the first question?
A mother in upstate New York writes, I'm facing a heartbreaking problem I never thought I'd encounter. I have a daughter who has always been very close to her father and myself, and most obedient and well-behaved. Now she has told me she is pregnant. She wants to keep the baby, but my husband and my own mother and brother are all against it, and are most cruel about it. No one seems to be on our side, and I can hardly think straight. What can I advise my daughter to do?
Of course, I understand your concern and your daughter's desire to keep her baby. These will be difficult times for all of you. But of first and primary importance is the welfare of the little child. Is it fair to make the child carry the stigma of illegitimacy? Or wouldn't the child perhaps be better off in another home? There is no mention in your letter of your daughter's age. I would hope perhaps the couple might consider marrying.
But Norman, you can give that advice only if the couple has a feeling for each other that would constitute a real basis for marriage.
Oh, yes, Ruth, that's fundamental. I would suggest that your daughter consult with a social worker who is trained in working with unwed mothers. The social worker can help your daughter think through her mingled feelings and come to the best decision for the welfare of the child.
We'll be back with another letter in just a moment. Dr. Peale, I have passed the critical age of 40, writes this listener from Illinois, and I have found that people my age just can't get work. How can I find peace in the face of cruel job discrimination?
Here's what you do. Make a list of your assets. Then make a list of 100 employers who could use those assets. Write each a personal letter, and make it the most unusual letter he has ever received. And think of his needs, not your own. And you'll find some employer who needs you. Well, Ruth, I see we've used up our time for today. Sure does go fast. If any of you listening have a problem you would like to talk to me about, please write me, care of this station. Of course, we can't read all your letters over the air, but we'll broadcast as many as we possibly can.